that is being misused or being given with political connections. So we have a statement. The statement is by Elimu Bora Working Group, and we're going to have people introduce themselves as they read, and then later on we can have according to the people who are here. We can start.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Endoo, and Elimu Bora demands probe into politicized teacher recruitment. And as Elimu Bora Working Group, we are expressing deep concern over mounting revelations regarding the distributions of teachers' service commissions employment letters through the political offices and state house, raising questions about transparency and accountability in Kenya's education sector. So recent disclosures by Moses Wetangula, the Speaker of the National Assembly, revealed that certain members of parliament were summoned at State House and handed batches of TSC employment letters to distribute among their constituents. The Speaker's revelation, including suggestion that some job opportunities were sold to desperate applicants for as much as Kenya shillings 400,000, has cast a shadow over the independence and integrity of teachers' recruitment in Kenya. And these revelations cannot simply be dismissed. They demand a transparent, independent, and comprehensive investigation by competent bodies. So I will welcome my colleague to continue from that.
Good afternoon. My name is Masi Kichengi, a member of the Letters-Elimu Bora Working Group. To further the conversations that have been started by my colleague, TSC, established under Article 237 of the Constitution, is an independent body tasked with overseeing the recruitment and employment of teachers in Kenya. The Constitution expressly gives TSC the responsibility for registering trained teachers, recruiting and employing teachers, assigning teachers to public schools, promoting and transferring teachers, and exercising disciplinary control. The TSC Act 2012 further provides statutory framework through which TSC performs these functions. TSC has a recruitment system that allocates opportunities based on teachers' qualifications, graduation timelines, existing vacancies, and staffing needs of individual schools and regions. Such systems are crucial because some communities, especially those in the marginalized areas and hardship areas, continue to experience severe teacher shortages. The controversy, however, is not new. During the tenure of the former Education Cabinet Secretary, Ezekiel Machogu, public concerns flared when he reportedly handed a TSC employment letter to a beneficiary at a funeral. Why should employment letters for teachers be distributed at funerals, political gatherings, or through politicians when the Kenya's Constitution has established an independent commission specifically to oversee teachers' recruitment? Elimu Bora insists that the TSC constitutional mandate must be respected to safeguard the integrity of the teaching profession. Permitting politicians to determine the recipients of employment letters undermines the credibility of the entire system. Ideally, a teacher should not have to know an MP, attend a political event, or pay money to access an opportunity that should be available through a transparent, merit-based recruitment process. And I invite my colleague.
Kenya Human Rights Commission and a member of the Elimu Bora Working Group. So these are our demands. In light of these revelations, Elimu Bora is demanding that an independent forensic audit of all TSC recruitments and appointments made over the past 4 years be commissioned. Only a transparent and thorough investigation can restore public confidence in the system and ensure that Kenya's teachers are selected on merit, not on political patronage. Among the key questions that the audit must address are the following. 1. The total number of teachers recruited and employed by TSC over the period in question. 2. The names of those recruited, with all personal information protected as required by law, their qualifications and graduation years, and the counties, constituencies, and schools to which they were posted. Number 3, the number of vacancies declared across the country, the criteria used to select successful candidates, and whether the distribution of opportunities matched actual teacher shortages and staffing needs. Elimu Bora is also demanding that investigators establish who, how, and to what extent political offices or actors outside the lawful TSC recruitment structure played a role in identifying beneficiaries, how money was paid in exchange for employment, and who received it. That's the end. Thank you.
Elimu Bora. Madai ya hivi majuzi kutoka kwa spika wa bunge kwamba kuna wabunge ambao walienda katika ikulu na kupewa barua za uajiri za TSC, ni jambo ambalo linasikitisha wanamemba wa Elimu Bora kwa mambo ambayo vile yanavyofanywa. Madai haya yanaendelea kusema kwamba wabunge wengine waliuza hizi barua kwa kitita cha shilingi 400,000, ambapo tunaona kwamba watoto wa maskini, ni kumaanisha hawataweza kupata kazi ama fursa za kazi tena. Hili ni jambo ambalo linakuja tukiwa na tume ambayo imepewa nguvu za kuajiri, kuwa promote na pia vile vile kuwapa nidhamu walimu. Hili ni tume ambalo limepewa nguvu katika katiba na liwacho lifanye kazi yake, kwa sababu inapoingiliwa na wanasiasa inabaki kuwa sasa kazi zapatikana katika mazishi, kazi zapatikana katika mikutano ya kisiasa. Hii ni kinyume ya sheria. Kwa hivyo sisi tunasema kama kikundi cha Elimu Bora, kila Mkenya ana haki ya kupata ajira bila kujua yeyote kama amepata zile the qualifications that are required. Kwa hivyo vile vile tunataka madai haya yachunguzwe na kuweze kuwa na audit ama uchunguzi kuhakikisha kwamba haya madai yanakuja to the bottom of it, tuelewe ni yapi yaliendelea. Vile tunaitisha kwamba kukaguliwe hesabu, mkaguzi wa hesabu ama auditor aweze kuangalia kwamba wale walioajiriwa katika miaka mingi iliyopita tuweze kujua waliajiriwa wapi. Lakini hii madai hizi tunavyoitisha, tunaitisha kwamba zipewane kulingana na sheria ya kuprotect data. Usije ukapeana information, those personal information. So we are just asking that they give us the data without that personal information. Kwa hivyo nataka kuwe na audit ya walimu ambao wameajiriwa miaka 4 iliyopita. Waliajiriwa kivipi? Waliajiriwa wapi? Na ile kazi zilikuwa what was the need wakati walikuwa wanaajiriwa. Kwa hivyo vile vile tunasema waweze kuchunguza mwaka wa graduation, the year of graduation. The year of graduation is very important because it can tell how someone was employed, kwa sababu vile tunajua TSC the guidelines zile walikuwa nazo, wale walio graduate kwanza ndio walikuwa wanapewa nafasi kwanza. Kwa hivyo sisi tunasikitika kwamba mzazi atafanya kazi ya kumfunza mwanae kisha baadaye atafute fedha za kumtafutia kazi, which should not happen. So that is it, but I'll just do something small because how they've been dealing the transfers, promotions, and even disciplinary. Because if you're seeing employment letters being issued in the streets or in burials, We are asking questions. The issues, the other jobs that they are supposed to do, have they been doing it? Have they been promoting teachers openly? Have they been transferring teachers openly? Or is there interference also from the political class when it comes to this? So we are urging that an audit is done. And when this is done, they protect the data so that we're able to actually establish what really happened. We are going to be following up with a demand letter to TSE, which if they don't answer us in the 21 days, the time that we are going to give them, we will not hesitate but to take legal action to actually force them to give us the data of the teachers they've employed and their qualifications with all the guidelines on data protection. So we will not hesitate to move to court to ensure that Kenyans get the information. According to the law, Kenyans have a right to get information on all information that government has. So we need to know how these teachers were employed and the year of graduation and where they have been posted. And when they are being posted, was there a need there? Because we know there are areas where children are suffering, they are not getting teachers. So without further ado, maybe if there are any questions, I can allow now.
Kenya Human Rights Commission and also the convener, Elimu Bora working group. We're just celebrating 16 years of the Constitution, and it's quite embarrassing and frustrating for somebody the caliber of the National Assembly Speaker to confess that he's the one who has been mobilizing members of parliament to go to State House to be issued with employment letters for teachers. The Constitution was very clear on the role of parliament, the executive and the judiciary, and it created such organs to ensure that there is separation of power, or separation of power and independence of institutions. The Constitution further created independent constitutional commissions, the TSE being one of them. For National Assembly, the one now encroaching on the role of an independent commission and going to the extent of soliciting for money to employ it is very embarrassing. And this is a major backlash in as far as the implementation of the Constitution is concerned. So we are calling on the National Assembly and particularly the Speaker to be in the forefront of ensuring that the Constitution, the principles of the Constitutions are adhered to. It can't be the head of an organ of government, one leading in encroaching the functions of independent commissions, and even going to the extent of lamenting about how members of parliament are cashing out or seeking to make money out of these appointment letters. So, and we've also seen this from the head of state himself, promising another religious group recently 50 allocations. It's very embarrassing. Can't they allow TSE to do their work? Because I think TSE has clear criteria of recruiting teachers in a way that is transparent and can be seen to be adhering to principles of equity. Those who have graduated much earlier get opportunities, and people have been patient waiting. Even if they know they have been not been recruited, they know their time is going to come. Now that is not certain. Your ability or possibility of employment then you rely on how close you are to a member of parliament or how much money you have to buy that appointment letter. This is quite embarrassing. Can the parliament lead the way in ensuring that the Constitution is adhered to?